I'm Alex.
And I'm Teddy.
And I'm Spencer.
And we are
The Button Mappers.
Hey, the Button Mappers.
Dun, 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 dun. Do the Ed, Ed, Eddie theme song.
You guys are too young.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't know Ed, Ed, and Eddie? Well, that was like...
No.
Okay, yeah, I guess that would be a little past your time. Because that was like late 90s, early 2000s, I think.
Mm-mm.
Past your time?
Yeah. Too old.
That was like around the time of like Dexter's Lab,
Nah,
Johnny Bravo.
See any of that?
You know what's Johnny Bravo?
Mm-mm.
Dude, that seems like it'd be up your alley.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen
Johnny
little
Bravo's
clips of it as an adult, but as a kid, no, I never watched any of that.
awesome. Johnny Bravo is a dude.
Yeah, he is.
How is that show on Cartoon Network? It's about a grown-ass dude hitting on women.
Yeah. Ultimate Chad, Johnny Bravo.
Ultimate Chad. Johnny Bravo. Da-da-da.
Yeah.
He should have been in the Dude-Off.
He should have. If
Yeah.
one of us would have picked it.
We could do a cartoon dude off.
Yes.
I'm convinced that Abe would have beat Johnny Bravo.
How? Well, I guess I don't know. I guess
Johnny Bravo gets his ass kicked
Yeah, he
by
does.
like
He did,
everybody. So
It's kind of that's
like,
his
that's the only
shtick.
reason that's the other reason that show works.
Yeah.
Okay, should we do the thing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to look this way because I hate my hair today, but I also didn't put anything in it, so we'll just.
What's wrong with your hair?
I don't know, it's not cooperating. It's not playing along like it usually does.
Okay. Have you tried talking to it?
Yes.
What did you say?
I said you play along, you.
No, that's not. No, I don't. That's not a healthy relationship.
It isn't. No, I have an unhealthy relationship with my hair.
Hey guys, I'm Spencer, and I have hair relationship problems. Thanks for having me.
hair.
My hair and I
Pretty
are
hair
fine.
conscious.
Yeah.
It's like when you're trying to brush your hair, and you have that one little like keeps coming
The
back up.
alfalfa.
You're like,
Yeah.
Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it! Pink. It's like a little guitar pluck.
All right, let's do the thing.
No.
So what are we doing?
Just give you a no.
It's fun to say that, right? Let's just hit him with a flat no.
Yeah, just
Dude,
once in a
no,
while.
dude. I started because Alan Wake 2 comes out at the end of the month, so I'm like replaying the first game right now, and there's that moment in the beginning where like he's like in his own dream and he's like talking to himself, and then the dream like God Alan is like, "Do you understand?" And then Dream Alan's like, "No." And then it's like the best delivery of a no. It's just like, "Do you understand?" No. And I'm like, man, 2009 was crazy.
They're popping off back then.
What a time to be alive.
Man, 2023 is sure is something, but it ain't no 2009, I'll tell you what.
It's not like a 2009 Alan Wake no. It's just that things haven't been the same.
No, it's a good no. It's a good. You guys are missing. It's a good no.
I think a lot of people point to
I
that
heard it,
2009 Alan Wake no as like when things changed. I think that's part of the lexicon.
That was the peak. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the peak of us as a civilization.
You want to know why we've declined, why we've regressed into the shells of human beings that we are? Alan Wake 2009 set the bar high. We just haven't been able to reach that.
Now, with like the advancements and stuff that they made with like control and everything, I'm sure Alan Wake 2 is going to be beautiful and like mechanically amazing and stuff. But if they don't deliver that no in Alan Wake 2,
Yeah. Then
0 out of 10.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's just the state of culture has, will never be the same.
Absolutely.
Ray tracing? What's
not
that?
talking
I
about-
want the no. I want the Alan Wake no.
I don't even know who ray
I want to
tracing
be
is.
in the know.
You
I don't want to. I don't want just the no.
Yeah. It's not just like
I want the yes.
yeah, it's not the no necessarily. I mean it is. But it's not just the no, it's that there's a yes somewhere that you don't see. It's like a behind the scenes yes in front of your face.
deep.
No. Yeah. Think about it.
Like, what would the scene be like if he actually understood?
Yeah.
If you did
Do you understand? Yes.
That should be what Alan Wake 2 is. Is just in an alternate universe he says yes to that question and then what the rest of the game that follows.
In a meaningless opening, like opening dream sequence.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone should just try to outdo Nier as to your origin story about how your game comes to be and just try to make it weirder and weirder. Yeah, well, ours comes from a cutscene.
Yeah. It's the alternate universe where Alan said yes.
You want it behind the scenes. We've got behind the dreams.
That should be the subtitle.
It's made in dreams on PlayStation.
Yeah, the first game to be released from another game sold at full price.
You've played Nights into Dreams, but have you played Nights out of Dreams?
Yes. Nights out of Dreams. Pretty badass, dude. I'd buy that.
No.
Okay, I'm ready to do the thing.
Yeah, let's do it. We're doing dudes.
Oh, whoa.
What?
What? What did you just say?
We're putting all the dudes on the table and we're doing them one by one, just like slamming them.
Oh my gosh.
Slamming the dudes.
We're slamming dudes tonight, boys.
It's a man slam witch. Welcome to Dude Month.
Take a bite out of that. Yeah.
Manwich, slamwich.
Yeah.
Welcome
Well, here we
back
are.
to Dude Month, where we didn't do a countdown, but that's all right. We'll get over it.
Teddy, very, very quick aside. Judging from where your progress is on Dragon Quest XI, you have to have come across the Sham Hamwich, right?
Yeah.
Is that not the funniest name for it?
That's where that came from. That is maybe the
Yes.
best.
I knew it.
Although Calamari Kid is quite a contender.
Alex, in
I was a Calamari Kid.
in Dragon Quest, there's an enemy in 11. There's an enemy called the Sham Hamwich. It's a pig with a witch hat on it.
Did I?
You may have.
Okay, I made it.
You may have.
I'm
seen
at the
it.
Coliseum. That's
Yeah,
where I'm at.
you
It's
should have seen
Coliseum.
it.
So did I see it?
Yeah,
It's been so long, I probably
Yeah.
forgot it.
that's freaking. That's
But,
the most
Alex,
genius out of me.
I'm in the town that you would love. You must have seen it. They have your favorite poetic device as the theme.
Mm-hmm.
Where everyone
it's a
speaks
haiku.
Yeah, everyone speaks in
in
haiku.
haikus. Yeah.
Did I visit? Did I play that?
Yes.
Is that before the Coliseum?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot. I've already forgotten everything about this game.
It's you know.
There it is.
Anyway, dude, sorry to derail it.
Yeah, welcome
I
back.
just had to ask.
Yeah, that's good aside. The ham sandwich.
Welcome back to
Relevant.
Dude Month. It's Dude Month, and we're doing dudes today. We don't have a name for this series. But we do a series where we look at dudes and daddies. Maybe that's it, dudes and daddies, in the
Wow.
gaming industry.
And you said no to duties. We were talking about we call them duties, but you said no to that earlier.
I like dude. Well, here's the problem: is that if we ever do Mom Month, we're gonna do mommies.
Okay.
Well, dudes and daddies, moms and
Mummies.
mummies, moms and mummies,
For the maps and mittens.
and then it would be moomies. Yeah, momies.
Momies.
Moo-moos. Moo-moo meadows.
Mums. What have we done this month? We've done a dude. We talked about dudes and dude talk. Oh, no, yeah, we have. We did the ultimate dude off, or you guys did, and we're gonna have a community dude course for serving the best dudes, and also a dude out. We're gonna map out the dude himself.
Teddy, how did you feel about
content?
How'd you feel about Doom Guy winning the dude off?
I mean, Abe was probably the sickest dude, but he could never win.
The sickest dude.
I'm the sickest dude.
There was no one
This
sicker
guy.
than me.
I don't know.
They all said it. They voted for me.
I was the most popular dude around.
Yeah.
The Abe voice never gets old.
Yeah.
It's very good.
One day we can like cosplay with our voices as like different characters.
All Abe.
Yeah, I was gonna
Three
say,
Abes.
are we just gonna? I would just do it.
Well, what we could do an Abe, a Jerry.
Jerry. My favorite game character, Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And Terry.
There he is.
What's the deal with Eggman?
Jerry, Terry, and Abe.
Terry,
That's
Terry.
it.
Name. What is it? Is one of us cosplaying as Terry 309?
Yeah.
Who we don't know what he looks like.
Yeah, we have no idea what he looks. Our best guess.
It's vocally only. We have to just speak in the intonation.
I'll just wear his YouTube picture on my face.
Like a mask. Yeah.
Yeah. Just,
That'd be easy enough on OBS, you know?
yeah. I'll just be him.
Yeah.
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 You should use like the smiling Terry one from Discord.
Okay, yeah. Oh god, yeah, that's creepy.
You mean Zidane from Final Fantasy IX?
Is that what that is?
No, but I like to call it that because
It does kind of look like it, yeah. It, does a
It,
little bit.
it looks like Zidane.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's not Final Fantasy IX.
It's not that shit game. It's a different game.
It's not the last good traditional Final Fantasy game.
It's this other game no one's ever heard of that's probably not as good. Yeah. So what are we talking?
Well, today we're giving you a little dude history lesson, dudes and dads. If you like dudes, you've come to the right place. Be sure to subscribe. We're all dudes. We're all guys.
Subscribe to the button mappers.
Teddy, was that an advertisement for the podcast that we're all guys?
All
We're all
guys.
dudes. And we're all guys.
Why don't you subscribe to our
If you like
podcast?
the dudes. Yo, this is the one, the only, the dudeliest podcast you can ask for.
Yeah.
A lot of masculine energy here.
Do you like hunky guys?
I think it's safe to say we're the
Nasally
only
voices.
we're the only video game podcast with only men in the cast. I
That's
think
true. Yeah.
Most
Very
have a woman.
unique.
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't hit that threshold yet.
Yeah.
There's some female representation,
I see us in the future
but
like
it's mostly just us.
we get popular enough, we get big enough where like the corporation wants to sponsor us, but they realize that we don't have like literally any
Half the
diversity.
population.
There's no diversity in our
There's
group.
literally zero diversity. So like you need to add a female to the group,
There's-
but now we have to like somehow work a female into our podcast.
We've got Hispanic representation.
Yeah, I don't think
to
I
some
count.
extent.
I don't think I count.
No, but maybe a little bit. But,
Spencer's the whitest
I think I'll
Hispanic I've ever
guess.
met.
Yeah, how come your Mexican guy is paler than your white guys?
Hey, Hispanic has no color.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true. I
Yeah.
won't hear it. If you want other
Take
dudes,
that, corporations.
if you want to talk to other dudes, you can find them on Discord. And if you want to find
Hey, lonely tonight? Do you want to talk to some dudes?
Why not? Go onto our Discord if you're a lonely dude and talk to people on our Discord and try to make a friend and potential lover. Like, I think you should do it. Why not? You're a lonely dude. There's probably some lonely dudes on Discord. I've seen them. So you can find them and just end the loneliness curse with them.
That's right. Our Discord only.
Only on our Discord, yeah. We'll create a section just for
Only
it.
Discord.
Lonely dude
Discord.
What a creepy like podcasting Discord
Yeah.
idea. To be like, do you want me to match you up?
It's kind of genius though. If it worked, you know?
That is amazing. Probably illegal.
Yeah, it might be illegal. We'd have to look at the ramifications of that.
That's not illegal.
Well, if we don't
romantic advice.
if we don't romantic advice, no. But if we have a
different,
Discord
yeah.
where we bring people in just for literally for the sake of cyber whatever. My cat is popping off. That's awesome.
I see that. It hears our conversation.
Yeah, it's
and
like,
it
get me
wants
out. Anyway, and then also check us out on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and then Spotify.
Yeah, Apple Music. Look for our album on Apple Music.
We should have an album.
Go
on there 'cause
Apple picking.
I realized recently that we've created a decent amount of music on this podcast. We could probably release an album.
Button Mappers LP. AP. Apple. Something.
Apple
Picking. Apple picking.
Yeah, Apple picking our album for Button Mappers.
Button Mappers AP.
I'm gonna let the cat out, so I'll be right back.
Okay, we won't say
Let
anything
the
bad about you
cat
while you're gone.
out. Who? Spencer.
Quick, while he's gone, say something bad about Spencer. He has funny knees.
Nice booty shorts.
He'll never know until he's editing this. Here he comes.
Here he is.
I'll have you
All
know
right, what
my
do we say?
my headset is quite loud, so I can hear everything. So.
Oh shit! You heard it. What did we say?
Well, the only thing I really heard was Teddy. I think said nice booty shorts.
Not wrong. Or you'll find out.
All right.
I said some pretty bad stuff. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I was asked to say something mean. I was nice.
Wow,
I
Teddy's a good guy.
compliment.
He was asked to say something mean, and he chose to take the high road.
I said you have funny knees.
Well, that was just hurtful. I don't even know how I'm going to
I know,
recover
I'm
from
sorry.
that. Okay. Can't change that
Yeah.
about myself, so thanks.
Yeah, well, you could. You can get like knee surgery.
Make my knees less how they are.
Yeah, my knees are too
That's
funny.
funny.
Knees are too funny.
They crack me up every day. Doctor, I can't deal with it.
He looks at him. He's like, "Yeah, you're right. They are kind of funny."
See,
Let me get the nurse in here to check this out.
you got to see this, Becky. Got to see this guy's knees. They're hilarious.
So we're talking
Speaking
about
of hilarity.
dudes.
Yeah, remember when we used to be like on point and then start the show?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, I kind of know. Yeah.
It's
Right.
been a
Well,
while.
we've gotten worse lately. The nuts and bolts map out took us 25 minutes.
That one I understand. This one I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I asked if you wanted to. Who wants to?
Oh, okay. I had no intentions of it, but
Me.
I would. Okay,
I
Teddy,
want to.
Teddy would like to go first. Okay,
I do
I'm
not.
claiming
I do not
first.
want to go first
okay. Then I vote Teddy.
because you know what they say, right? First is the worst.
Yeah.
Second is the best. Third is the one with the hairy chest.
I better go second then. I
No,
don't have a
third
very-
gets the bird.
I have like 9. I have like 9 hairs. You could like count them.
Second is reckon. To be reckoned. Burst is a burst of joy, and that's what I'm about to do for you today. I'm about to burst with joy. Hi, everybody. My name is Teddy with the Button Mappers, and I'm here today to talk all things Pokemon. That's right. I love me, the Pokemon series. I have done a bunch of historical segments, one on Satoshi Tajiri, one on the music guy. Forgot his name already, but he's pretty good. Today, I'm going to talk about the artist, Ken Sugimori. He has done some of the graphic design ever since the first Pokemon game. But wait, there's more. He did art for a couple Nintendo games, and he actually linked up with Satoshi Tajiri himself prior to game making. So his career started from early 1981. So Sugimori illustrated the gaming fanzine called Game Freak. Now, you probably know Game Freak as the company that develops Pokemon games, but before it was a company developing video games, it was a fanzine. That means it is an unofficial fan magazine, and it was started by Satoshi. Sugimori discovered the magazine in a doujinshi shop, basically they publish independent stuff, non-official works. And they linked up, worked on it for 5 years. I'm going off his Wikipedia page. There's not a lot of information on him, but I'm just going off what we have. They worked together to pitch an arcade game. Didn't look like it happened. They reworked Game Freak into a company and produced Mendel Palace in 1989. A couple other games that they worked on up until Pokemon were Smart Ball, Yoshi, Magical, Taruto-kun, Mario, and Wario, and Pulse Man. And then that was from 1989 till 1994. In 96, they worked on Pokemon Red, Green, and Blue. I forget there's a Pokemon Green. It's like we never got the Pokemon Green. So maybe we didn't get sick of it just yet. But I went to a Wayback Machine to look at an interview with him and a couple of the other Pokemon guys from computerandvideogames.com. And in this interview, I kind of just focused on stuff that had to do with the art design and not so much some of the more known facts. So I'll read a couple quotes here. You have 300 plus Pokemon. This is at the time of Pokemon Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire. We were just wondering where you get all of your inspiration and ideas for the creation of each Pokemon. Mr. Sugimori, in many cases, members of the design team get their inspiration and ideas from their experiences or from insects and nature. But they also get ideas from their different perspectives. A couple questions later, they ask basically the same question. When you want to create new characters, where does your I think they think it's like they got a non-answer, so they're really trying to push it. Where does your inspiration come from? Movies or insects from the real world? Sugimori doubles down. As I have answered previously, experiences the designers have from their childhood have become the main inspiration when creating Pokemon. Experiences they have along with cartoons and movies from their childhood have become the main source of their ideas, and also encyclopedia insects have made an impact on the designers in order to create new Pokemon characters. So that's an obvious analogy to the Satoshi Tajiri bug catcher thing. He's not being interviewed here, so I think what's happening is Sugimori is speaking for Tajiri, who conceptualized Pokemon. And I think he gets the ideas from him and then conceptualizes it. But he keeps going back to insects. It's very interesting. They also recall memories of weird animals or animals from encyclopedias, and they get inspiration from that. Once you have picked one insect, how do you change it to create a Pokemon? Mr. Sugimori, first we select an insect, and after that we add essential elements to the insects to make it more like Pokemon, such as adding some hard shape like it to be more like steel. I'm thinking Metapod. For an advanced game, Ruby and Sapphire doesn't have spectacular graphics. Ouch. It's a little basic. Could you explain why you've chosen these kind of simple graphics? Mr. Sugimori, yes. Actually, we had a reason for making these graphics simple this time. The basic graphics may simultaneously limit and enhance gameplay. For example, if a map is very realistic, it might become more complicated, and then it would be hard for players to understand where to go next. However, an unrealistic map may not work as a good guide, so some of the realistic graphics may cause limitations to the games. That's why we have kept these graphics more simple this time, and also in the battle scenes. I guess they don't want to challenge my 5-year-old brain. That's why we kept these games simple, and also in the battle scenes. Yeah, that's why we kept these graphics more simple this time, and also in the battle scenes. If we had made the back of the battle scenes more realistic, it might point out where the battle was, and so when you draw, you have to be more precise. That's why we didn't make it complicated. Guess I just wanted to get the game out. Last 2 quotes here. In the beginning, did you start drawing artwork from scratch, or have you been forced to adapt existing artwork in certain circumstances? Sugimori, up until Gold and Silver, I had tried to make the image integrated from existing artwork. But for this new Ruby and Sapphire, I wanted to add a more unique design to this new Pokemon. Still, I tried to maintain some integrating images from all Pokemon. And for the Ruby and Sapphire game, I was sure that some of the fans were trying to get more of Pokemon. But I wanted to surprise all the fans and enjoy all the designs of Pokemon appearing in Ruby and Sapphire. But we still maintained the images, and we didn't try to go beyond the borderline. I don't know what any of that means. It just sounds like a word salad. In our magazine, last part, on top of informing kids about new animation series and video games, we also teach kids how to make hand drawings. That's the Computer and Video Games magazine. Which drawing technique do you prefer to draw and illustrate Pokemon? And which technique would you recommend to kids interested in drawing? First, I put white paper in front of me and draw a picture. And then I put film paper on top of it. Then I try to copy pictures underneath and try to make it more professional. I do this over and over to practice, then try to make it satisfactory. I also try to adjust the picture by taking the size of eyes and stuff, and try to make the picture more perfect by doing it over and over. So just some final thoughts. It's interesting trying to find information on some of the lesser known names of, like any of these big series. I was trying to look up stuff on F-Zero before. Could barely get anything. But trying to piece together what it was like, to come up with these art designs that are so ingrained in my brain and like the brains of, guys of our generation and kids. It's interesting. It's interesting to know what the process was like or to imagine it. They were hand-drawn art. And, I would have liked it to go more into some of the mythology and stuff, but I'm sure there's, resources out there. So that is Ken Sugimori, artist for the Pokemon series.
I have such a soft spot for the original Pokemon art, like the old one, like that's in the the booklet for Pokemon Blue. Those drawings, I wish that the series kept those like in that style, because there's like a slight change now, like after that, and then it never quite went back, and I really miss those original ones. There's something really special about them.
I think too, like if you're talking red, blue, and yellow, like even the intro scene when they just it's literally just Ash standing there with a Pokeball, and then they just keep rotating the Pokemon, and you see them all from the front. Like it starts with Charmander, and then there's like a Pikachu will come out or whatever. Yeah, they're really iconic. Even on the box art, that Charizard like looking up with the flames, or the Blastoise like giving you that evil look.
Yeah, there's like
there is some really good art.
There's like a grittiness to just the original drawings that just felt more, I don't know, like animalistic, or like it's hard to describe. Maybe somebody knows how to say it better, but just I liked how they didn't look perfect. Like they looked like animals, but they like now Pokemon shortly after that they changed the style slightly where everything looks like kind of perfect-ish, and I like the original view of it.
But they also had like a softer look to the art too.
Yeah.
Where the art afterwards, even like Pokemon like Pikachu, who's chubbier than he kind of, they like made him slimmer. There was something like softer, and like it felt more like a hand drawn idea than just like a manufactured idea as Pikachu went on to become.
Yeah.
That's what I always think of. It's like that difference between like the original fat Pikachu you see on like the Pokemon card, like the original Pokemon card, and the fucking new Pikachu where he's like slamming, like standing upright, and
Yeah.
And what I like too is even between all three of those games, red, blue, and yellow, the
and
art
green
design was different. Yeah, I can't speak for green. I've never played it, but and green. Yeah, we got to get some green reppers. We're trying to be inclusive
we got
here.
leaf green. We got leaf green, right?
We got blue. We got yellow. We got green. We got OG green representation. I got green. I got a green screen. Okay.
We're going green on our podcast.
if you were to ask Ken, what was it? Was his last name? Ken something.
Sugimori.
Ken Sugimori. If you were to ask him how he came up with a certain design, which Pokemon would you choose? Maybe of like the one, the first 151.
He'd say seal.
Gyarados.
Gyarados?
He'd say, how'd you come
No,
up with
not
seal? He has one question and he uses seal.
Alex will tell you to leave that beautiful Pokemon alone. There you go. I don't know. I'd probably sit there and ask him about all of them. Like maybe Growlithe. Like that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're all so cool. They all have so much, like I don't know, personality to them. That's what I like about the original artwork, in those games. And I think that's why.
Nope.
You lost him.
I think we lost Teddy.
Oh,
Teddy,
That
you there?
sounds
He's
cool.
back.
That sounds professional. I can't even imagine where like put film paper over it. What does that even mean?
Teddy, you were in the Matrix for a minute. We lost you.
Entered the Pokeverse.
Yeah, he switched it.
Morpheus.
He was caught into a Pokeball. Ash caught him and just barely released. He was like, "Oh, this isn't a Pokemon." Then released him.
I think of the first 151, I'd probably have to, if I were to ask him one, I'd probably have to ask him about Tangela. Like Tangela is an interesting design.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah.
Gotta go into Jinx. We gotta unpack the racism.
What
Well,
are you
that's
thinking?
just that's just Nicki Minaj,
Right. Nicki Minaj was his inspiration.
and that's not racist. She just actually looks like Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
I'm not going down this path.
I think I would ask like what was the inspiration in general, because like I heard that all the different Pokemon generations have like a specific kind of thing they were going for. Like one of them has nature, one of them has ice cream cones. So it's like,
Yeah.
I would like to know
One's-
what Gen 1's was.
I don't know. It seems like recently all the inspiration to me has been abstract shapes.
Yeah.
Because I see Pokemon now and some of them like newer ones, and I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I buy the cards every so often, and then I get the new one. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, what am I looking
So,
at?
like-
Yeah, same. I get
I
cards
don't
too,
know.
and I'm just like, what the fuck is this thing?
You're like, what are we doing here?
I would say the theme for Gen 1 was probably like just common life and mythology and insects. They love insects. Even like non-insect Pokemon, like Onyx, kind of feel like insects, or Gyarados is like an insect of the sea.
I always thought Gyarados
know.
is like a Japanese dragon.
Cloyster.
I always thought Cloyster is a Japanese dragon.
Cloyster looks like a vagina.
Come on. Low hanging fruit.
A shell vagina. Oh, whatever. You got it.
Just tell me how you saw Jinx as a Japanese dragon.
Well, some people think that she looks like Nicki Minaj, but I think
black
she
dragon.
looks like a Japanese dragon. A red-eyes black dragon.
Which, but also Nicki Minaj also looks like a Japanese dragon. So
That's
I think,
true.
I think
red
yeah.
red dress, blue wig, black dragon.
Yeah. My blue wig.
Or blonde.
My blonde
I
wig.
summon,
Pokemon.
I summon Nicki Minaj.
In defense mode. Yeah, no, I love
It's
the
purple.
Gen 1. It's so good. The Pokemon are just so freaking good. None of the other ones even come close to me. Just not even close.
Yeah.
Did he work on the other ones at the same amount, or did they hire like a staff to help him?
I'll tell you right now the roles. So for red, green, and blue, he was character designer, and Pokemon designer. For Pokemon Yellow, same roles. For Gold and Silver, same. Oh no, graphics director and Pokemon designer. So not character. One thing that was interesting in this interview was like he was talking about maps and stuff. So, but he was only the character and Pokemon designer. So, or no, but I think he was talking about Ruby and Sapphire, like how the maps shouldn't be complicated. So it looks like they gave him more, like a more prominent role going forward. For Ruby, Sapphire, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald, he was art director, Pokemon designer, and graphic designer. So just he took on the role of overall art direction. So
maybe he just had too
And
much
then,
on his plate, and he just
maybe that's why, because he's gone. It looks like everyone since then, all the way up through Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, to which he is supervisor now. That is his role. I think maybe they scaled him back a bit because same thing for Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, art direction, Pokemon designer, graphic designer. But as early as Heart Gold and Soul Silver, he became the graphic supervisor, supervising other people on how to do it. I don't know.
Just one correction. It's not Pearl, it's Pool.
yeah.
Ooh.
Pool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Pokemon Pool.
The Italian comeback.
It's forever Pokemon Pool.
It's Diamond.
Diamond is
There
on
you
the
go.
same edge to it.
Diamond and Pool.
Pool. Maybe Platinum.
Platinum.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Thanks. That's Ken. Thanks, Ken,
Thanks, Ken.
for all your work, for all your art, especially in the beginning. Not so much going forward.
I think I had a doll of him. Wait. So he did the peoples, like the humans?
Yeah, he did Professor Oak.
Oh, okay.
What is this? Spew.
Maybe that explains why the people look pretty cool up until like the newer generations, where like I see some character designs, like the fucking the professor in Sword and Shield, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, what is that?
I gotta say, I like this kind of like Woolly World Zubat.
That Zubat looks like he just walked in on his parents doing it. Whoa!
What?
Ah,
Yeah. Look at him. He's like in a doorway, and he looks kind of like shocked. He's like, oh.
All right, I
Mummy
guess.
Goldbat, why are you fucking that Pidgeotto?
It's a new form of what are the fucking Christ? I know what they're called. The images that have like ink blots.
Terraform or something.
No, the Rorschach. It's a new Rorschach test. They just show me Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
What do you see here?
My mom and a
You're
stranger
gonna like
fucking.
his abilities: hide in the shadows and speed dive.
Ooh, speed dive.
Yeah,
That's the move I
Quick,
use on
get
my
out.
girlfriend.
Dun, 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 dun.
I
20
don't
damage.
know how that works, Spencer.
In a minute out. 20 seconds.
Well, when I think of a dive, I think of like a dive, like hands forward,
Yeah.
dive. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
You got it.
Sonic style.
Follow
Speed
it.
dive.
Follow it to its
Spencer
inevitable
stands-
conclusion.
Spencer's standing on the dresser
Yeah.
across from the bed, in diving position.
And I'm wearing a Zubat costume.
Spencer's got the Speedo cap
Yeah.
and goggles on.
Yeah, she's
Like-
He's got like a big mascot head, but like in Zubat's open mouth, it's just
Yeah.
Spencer's face.
she thinks it's Batman, but it's not. It's Zubat.
Zubat.
Little does she
I tell
know.
her all the time.
Yeah.
She's like, "Come get it, Batman." I'm like, "I'm Zubat."
I'm not, and I mean Zubat, Zubat, and then I dive in. I'm using
Do you have a
speed
safe-
dive.
Do you have a safe word?
Return.
And is it Zubat?
Zubat, yeah.
Zubat.
Yeah. Do you want me to go
There-
next, or? Oh,
I'll go next.
okay, but I don't have a hairy chest.
Wait, I got
Oh.
this.
Okay.
Who wants to go next?
Oh, it sounded like Alex wants to go next.
Me.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Allowed.
I'm not
we all
allowed.
agree?
The want has been evaluated. Your want is a little higher than Spencer's.
Spencer, was that a reference to something?
Yes. Do you know what it was?
No. But it reminded me of something else. But I don't think it's what your
What
reference
do you
was.
think
What was
it
your
is?
reference?
What do you think?
Mine was Always
What is
Sunny.
It is Always Sunny.
Oh, it's
About the apple.
It's the apple skin. Yeah, it's like I'm
Yeah.
not allowed to have the skin. I'm not allowed.
I'm not allowed. Yeah.
Okay,
Here we
that's
are,
what I thought. That's what I
You
thought it
guys
was.
geek
But I
out.
just
Yeah.
Over Always Sunny, and I'm just here.
Teddy's just here
It's
to
just me.
he's sitting there.
Well,
He's like, I don't know.
if we explain
not
it to
sunny
you, Teddy,
here,
it's
there's
not going to
rain.
be funny. Look, Dennis couldn't eat the skin of an apple. He wasn't allowed.
Who says I can't laugh?
Yeah. Always Sunny is so funny. He couldn't eat the skin of an apple. How funny.
How hilarious.
That
That
Got
Dennis.
it, guys. That's so good.
Classic
Always
Dennis.
Always Dennis. All right, go.
So
All right.
go.
Jeez. All right, go. Do it.
Go, dog.
Zubat style speed dive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
everybody.
hiding in the shadows. Okay, go ahead.
Teddy's hiding in the shadows. And I'm coming out of the shadows to talk about not Shadow the Hedgehog. That'd be cool, though. Today, I'm here to represent one of my favorite game developers and overall dudes of the industry. Today, I'm talking about Goichi Suda, aka Suda51, a game developer I've been following for a long time. And like I said, he is my favorite. Goichi Suda, aka Suda51, is a game developer who makes some very creative and different games in the industry. The 51 in Suda51, by the way, comes from the fact that in Japanese, I think it's Go translates to 5, and then Ichi's 51, so it's Suda 51. You learned something today.
No. No.
I already knew that.
Go Suda. Go means 5 and Ichi means 1.
I just said that.
Oh, I thought you said Ichi means 51.
No, I said 1, and that makes 51.
Oh,
5 and
okay.
1.
Continue.
Spencer's taking over my segment. Go
Yeah,
on.
I want to talk about Suda right now, so I'd like to. Do it.
Continue, Spencer. Suda51 is a Japanese game developer born in 1968. He is currently 55. That's cool. And he started out his early adult life, didn't really get along with his parents. He was actually a funeral director, which is a weird place for a game developer to start. He shortly after got a job at Human Entertainment, who I guess they're most widely known for the Fire Pro Wrestling series. And shortly after getting on with Human Entertainment, he would work on the Fire Pro Wrestling games and actually worked on 2 of the games, one of which he was a scenario writer, which was Fire Pro Wrestling Special. Super Fire Pro Wrestling Special. He was a scenario writer. In this game, he actually wrote the storyline of the campaign. I haven't ever played this before, but I know that it was a pretty controversial story that he wrote for the game because it's about like a wrestler who gives up everything to like win this championship and then realizes that he's unhappy and like kills himself. And apparently it was so controversial in Japan that Human Entertainment got death threats for letting Suda write this ending for this wrestler. But ultimately it got eyes on the series, so they were not upset with Suda at all. I mean, you know, any publicity is good publicity, right? Shortly after that, he worked on some other titles for Human Entertainment. He worked on Twilight Syndrome and Moonlight Syndrome. And then he would leave to form his own studio, and what we widely know him for today is Grasshopper Manufacturers. Grasshopper's been around for quite a while now. Like I said, I think it was... let me look here and take the exact date their first game came out. The first game came out... Why is it only showing me the fucking remaster? Stupid. Anyway, it's like 96 or something like that. And it was The Silver Case, which was a visual novel about cops and a serial killer. It's a very deep and profound game, and is the first game in Suda's lineup of games to use a common thread that he carries throughout most of his games, not all of them, but most of them. He has a theme that he uses that he calls "kill the past," which is just the idea that you can't move forward with your future unless you confront the things of your past. That's the common thread for a lot of his titles. Um, Going from Silver Case, he also they did Flower, Sun, and Rain, which was Japan only for a while on PS2, but did get a version on DS here. He also did Michigan Report from Hell, which was also Japan only. And then he finally made his big break over here with the GameCube title Killer 7, which was part of the Capcom 5 on the GameCube, which also had like Beautiful Joe, Resident Evil 4, PN03, and a canceled game called Dead Phoenix. That's really where he got his foothold here in the West, was with Killer 7, and it kind of showed the world his surreal, creative, violent way of telling stories. He worked on a few games after that. A follow-up to the Silver Case called The 25th Ward. Some like anime games, one for Samurai Champloo, one for Blood Plus, and he also made the game Contact. But it wouldn't be until 2007 that he really took off in the industry with the release of No More Heroes. That's how I know him. That's how I first found him. And a lot of people are the same way. No More Heroes came out. It was a big deal on the Wii at the time. And it really got his name out there. From here, the history with Grasshopper Manufacturers is kind of strange because No More Heroes was a turning point for the company. It was their most profitable game at the time, but it also kind of set this standard. Games before No More Heroes weren't as crazy and out there. They were definitely out there. They had violent themes, but they weren't like wacky. They weren't like sexualized. They were just kind of violent and avant-garde. No More Heroes kind of combine the two to make this wacky game that's also got like themes to it. And from there, a lot of game developers that wanted to work with Suda and Grasshopper Manufacturers, they didn't see the side of the his earlier work. They saw No More Heroes and how crazy and kooky it was, and they wanted more of that. So for a while, Grasshopper Manufacturers kind of fought this battle with game publishers who just saw them as the kooky company. Of course, they did a sequel to No More Heroes called No More Heroes 2, which definitely leaned into that kookier nature, but Suda was just kind of he was an executive director on that game. He didn't like fully work on that title, and he directed a lot of games at this time. The big follow-up that really exemplifies this is Shadows of the Damned. This was his big project after No More Heroes. He worked with Shinji Mikami of Resident Evil 4 fame to make this title. And originally, he wanted just a straight-up horror game. You didn't use guns. You had like a torch, and it was going to be completely dark. And that's it. There's a whole backstory to like what he wanted for this title. But EA, their publisher, didn't want that. They wanted Suda for the craziness, for the wackiness. So they made him change his game. And Shadows of the Damned turned out to be a action shooter game with dick jokes and strippers and all this stuff that Suda did not want. That really left a sour taste in his mouth when it came to working with big publishers. And he still laments that game. He's not happy with the way that game turned out. It is a fine game overall, but knowing that it is not what he wanted from his vision, that is sad. He also worked on a couple more games after this. Lollipop Chainsaw, that he worked on with James Gunn, who's a pretty big, Hollywood guy. And that one was also very successful, but also leaned into the kookiness. He also did Killer is Dead, which is less kooky, but again, the whole publisher thing kind of rears its ugly head here. With Killer is Dead, he didn't have any sexual overtones in this title. Until I think it's Katakawa, they did the publishing for this one, forced him into including these sexualized moments where you would like hit on girls and like pick them up at a bar. There was a lot of weird stuff going on with the company at this time.
Wait. Hold on.
What?
There were no sexualized moments before this?
No, he didn't want the...
In
Killer
this
is dead.
game specifically. In this game
Yeah,
specifically. Okay.
in Killer is dead. You're
Okay.
supposed to play it as like a Bond type agent, and he didn't want anything like any sexualized moments in the game.
Gotcha.
But Kadokawa told him that he needed to include this stuff, so he ended up including like they're called juggalo missions where you like hit on girls at a bar.
Yeah.
Kind of distasteful. After this, he did a game called Let It Die, like a free-to-play game, but he kind of stepped away from working on bigger titles for a while, kind of just writing and, for like games like Liberation Maiden, which I talked about before on 3DS. He just kind of stepped away from it because he just had this bad taste in his mouth. It wasn't until the Switch got announced that Suda came back in a different way. Suda's back to making games full time now. He's actually full hands on with his titles, and Grasshopper is working as an independent company now, which means Suda gets to make his games the way he wants to make his games. They're not working with big publishers. They get help from like Nintendo and stuff every once in a while, but that's more just funding. They're not actually working with the big publishers to publish games. So after their return, the only games he's worked on has been Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, and No More Heroes 3 as his games. He also worked on Fire Pro Wrestling World, but just as a scenario writer. And currently they're working on a game called Hotel Barcelona, which is an original idea from Suda that we have no clue what it's going to be about yet. But even with the two returning No More Heroes games, you can really tell there's no sexualized tones, because he was really worried there for a while that people would just see him and Grasshopper as a studio that pumps out just like sexualized content, and he didn't want that. So No More Heroes, Travis Strikes Again was a really divisive game amongst fans because a lot of them wanted the kookier stuff and the sexy stuff, but it's a game that is actually pretty meaningful. It is like that game is his take on his career. Basically, you play through, like, Travis goes through like different video game worlds, and each one represents a part of his career. One of which he actually, because he owns the rights, he actually put the Shadows of the Damned in this game and had Travis go through the world of Shadows of the Damned, the game, and kind of like had this meta narrative about how that game didn't turn out the way he wanted it to turn out. No More Heroes 3 also came out, and that game's also really good. But it's interesting to see him kind of come back in this way and become more of an indie dev now. When before he was trying to strive for like bigger productions and stuff, and that kind of bit him in the ass. I love him. I think he makes some really interesting stuff, really out there ideas, and I can see what the hell Hotel Barcelona is.
You mentioned Contact. That was more just Grasshopper Studios, right?
Yeah, he was a producer on Contact.
It's not listed here, but maybe a deeper producer.
Under his name, it is for Goichi Suda.
Okay.
If you're just looking on Wikipedia, it's not on there. If you go to the actual like wiki fandom, it shows more of like the stuff that he maybe didn't, fully create but worked on.
Okay.
And also his personal wiki page, not the fandom, has him listed as producer.
Okay.
Cool. Then I guess that's my first Suda game.
What's this kid's Contact? Oh, you played that one?
Yeah.
Mine was Liberation Maiden. I had played that before Alex had brought it up because I was big in the 3DS downloads. I still have not found like the Suda game that like I think represents his legacy. As like that, because it says here on his page he's like compared to Quentin Tarantino. I mean, like, I see it, I guess, with like when we played No More Heroes, but I just haven't had that one game that, like, I don't know, solidifies it for me, if that makes sense.
I would say it's probably No More Heroes. Not that it's
even I think what Alex was describing was like Killer 7, and others were like the more violent, heavy. Maybe that would be worth trying.
I think Killer 7 might be a lot more Tarantino. It is very out there with some of its ideas, but I think the storytelling overall could be pretty Tarantino. Honestly, kind of reminds me of like a fucked up Reservoir Dogs.
He did a Fatal Frame
um,
game. That's cool.
yeah, he worked on a Fatal Frame game. Like I said, he's taken on some other projects, but I mainly highlighted ones that he was like directly involved with. Like he even did a Connect game called Diabolical Pitch, which was like a baseball themed Connect game because it's Suda. Suda likes to put things that he likes in the work. So there you'll see a lot of wrestling, you see a lot of baseball, a lot of punk rock, a lot of Miike. He loves Miike films. So there's a lot of those types of themes in his games too. Where
What's
he just likes to
Miike?
include. He's a director.
What's Mihike?
Miike.
What's whatever that is.
He's a director.
No, what is it though? I don't know what that is. You said he likes Mihike.
You don't know any of his movies?
Mihike. Yeah, I don't know what Mihike is.
He's the name of a director, but I don't think he knows his movies, Alex. I don't either.
What movie
Oh.
is that? What movies does he do?
Shit, I've seen a few of them. They're very that's where
I like
is
that.
it-
That I
is
say
it
I don't know.
Kashi?
I don't know what that is, and then he's surprised that I don't know what that is. And I ask him to name one movie.
Well,
and
I
he
mean,
can't
he's
name
just-
a movie.
I can't think of any off the top of my head because I don't really follow the guy's career either.
How would
He
I
did, like,
know?
Let's see.
I would say
Ichi the
it's
Killer, that's a big
Kafka-esque.
one.
Name a comic book.
Yeah. Ichi the Killer, 13 Assassins. That's a. Miike just does a lot of like violent indie Japanese film that have
Okay.
gotten a lot of praise over the years.
Okay.
And that's where the idea for No More Heroes actually came from, was Miike.
What's it? Miike?
Yes.
Miike.
Miike. Yeah, Miike. That's his last name. Takashi Miike.
Miike. Okay.
Like
Trying to.
Mike.
So I can go on the forums and speak to this later.
What form?
It's very
What are you talking about?
Meek-esque.
Yeah, very Miike-esque. Yes. Mm.
Nintendo Mii.
Yeah, my Miike. Miike-esque.
Oh, cool. I hope that Hotel Barcelona lets him, achieve his artistic vision.
Yeah, you don't hear a lot of this side of the industry of game developers making it big and being dissatisfied with the process. I feel like a lot of them are maybe, at least in the Japanese side, are I don't know, too afraid to speak out. But the suit is very different from a lot of Japanese devs. And
I think his best work was Samurai Champloo.
that was part of that game. Blood Plus and the first Number of Heroes is a trilogy of games that he calls the Sword Action Trilogy.
Mm.
So you could thank that game for No More Heroes because it kind of set the groundwork.
I do every day. I think it. Thank you.
So thank you, Samurai Champloo.
Did you play the Silver Case on stream at some point?
Yeah, I was
Okay,
streaming it. Yeah,
I remember that. Okay, cool. I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah. I also want to just before I move on, I want to say that he actually got a credit for. I probably told this story before, but he got a credit for Smash Bros. Brawl because he moved the release date from Heroes in order for Smash Bros. Brawl to like not clash together, which wouldn't have mattered in Japan because Number Heroes did shit in Japan, but it maybe would have mattered here for a little bit because the game did pretty well here. Not overdone Smash, no, but just I don't know. But
Tripping out.
and then ever since he kept trying to get Sakurai to include Travis in Smash,
Oof.
and it's never happened. And then with this last one, like that last DLC character was being announced, and my heart was dashed the moment they were like, before we show the character, let's show some Mii costumes. And they were like, they made a Travis Mii costume, and I was like, you fuckers know. And then Sora was announced, and I was like, God damn it. And then but it's okay because this is again Suda doing whatever he wants now. And No More Heroes 3, the last fight is a Smash Bros fight. you fight the guy on a Smash Bros. Stage in a Smash Bros. Style, and you even knock him off, and it explodes. And he goes, "Game!" And I'm like, that fucker, he's genius. He's like, you won't put me in Smash, I'll put Smash in my game.
Yeah, he put Smash in himself.
He did it.
Nice.
He is Russia.
To be fair, though, Travis would be like the 800th person that fights with a sword.
He does different stuff enough, though, right?
The art style would be different, which would be nice.
Yeah. He's like kookier. I think he could have like random. And the second game, like one of the, you know how you get like in the first game you kill somebody and you get like the slot machine.
Yeah.
And the second game, one of the slot machine things that happens is that you become a tiger for like a few minutes, and then you just maul people. So,
that's pretty wild.
There's an idea right there.
Okay, thank you for the 51 segment.
51 facts about Sugar 51 you didn't know.
You should do that. You should do that video.
I could probably.
Hey, it's Sorta Suda. We're gonna do a Sorta Suda segment. Do 51 facts about Mr. 51 himself. Make sure to subscribe. I want 51 likes on this video.
And I'll do 51 more facts.
Number 1, Spencer, you're up.
All right, mine is Cliff Blazinski, aka Cliffy B, aka I didn't know anyone called him this, but he's also called Dude Huge.
I call him that all the time.
Dude Huge. Why?
Yeah. I called him the other day and I was like, "What's up, Dude Huge?"
Oh, actually, there's an article here that says why we call him Dude Huge.
Oh, please read it.
Please,
Spencer, tell us a bedtime story.
The link does not.
Please, we want to know the story of Dude Huge.
The link did not work. I think it must have been taken down. Anyway.
I guess it's just Dude Normal today.
If someone could look that up, that would be great. Get on it, Alex.
Tell us your real story.
What am I looking up?
About
I was checking a text message.
Why he's called Dude Huge?
Why is he called? I'm just Dude Huge.
Why?
I'm just looking that up. Steve.
Yeah, just say why is he called Dude Huge? Is probably about Cliffy B. Anyway, I'll get going. So his first game was The Palace of Deceit, an adventure title he started at the age of 15.
Okay.
And then he started at Epic Games in 1992 after submitting his game Dare to Dream to the company's CEO, Tim Sweeney. Did not do well, but he ended up working on a game called Jazz Jackrabbit. I have no idea what that is. But apparently,
I know what that is.
Apparently, it did pretty well. It was a game that looks like it became their best-selling game in 1994 of all they've ever done at that point. Probably is better than Fortnite. It's not, but it earned him enough money to buy.
Is Jackrabbit in Fortnite? Sorry,
probably. I don't know. There's a million things in Fortnite. To buy his first apartment and car. It was around this time that he joined Sweeney and James Schmaltz on what would become Unreal, which received a follow-up Unreal Tournament. Yeah. But he's most known for the Gears of War franchise. He's
who?
The game. It's a director. But yeah, he's most known for the Gears of War franchise, which has sold over 22 million copies and earned over $1 billion in revenue as of January 2014. It evolved out of the development of what was going to be a game called Unreal Warfare. He explained in a speech, the game started out as a first-person shooter in the Unreal universe. Over time, however, influenced by the cover mechanic in Kill Switch and the third-person Resident Evil 4, Unreal Warfare became the game known as Gears of War. So pretty interesting that he was influenced by some of our favorite games. Kill Switch,
yeah, Kill
specifically.
Switch, sick. Yeah, Kill Switch, yeah.
After 20 years with the company, he announced his departure from Epic Games on October 3rd, 2012, saying he wanted a break. And he thought he was done, but he created something called Boss Key Productions in 2014, and they wanted to jump on the free-to-play video game train make the ultimate free-to-play game, because that was what was kind of going on at the time. Still is. And in 2015, no, I guess 2014, he announced there'd be a game called Lawbreakers that he was going to make. And in May 2016, he joined the board of advisors for Fig, a mixed crowdfunding investment platform for video games. That sounds like a freaking scam, but whatever. I'm sure it's legit. On May 14th, 2018, he announced the dissolution of Boss Key Productions, citing lackluster sales. Yeah, his game Lawbreakers did not do well, which I never played it. I have no dog in that, but there were a lot of games at the time that were kind of doing that, where they were like a first-person arena shooter was like the order of the day, and there were a million of them, and one of them was going to do really well, and he thought it would be his, and it wasn't. After that, he's gotten into theater production, and I checked this out because he said he was on April 23rd, 2023. He announced he's writing a comic book series called Scrapper in collaboration with Alex DeCampi, with illustrations by Sandy Jarrell. If that means something to anybody, congratulations. Its first issue will be released on July 19th. You can tell this was written before that. I checked, and it has been released to mediocre reviews. So I don't know. Hopefully he does well. I have no idea. Cliffy B, I found interesting. No, no good.
It's no Jazz the Jackrabbit.
He should do Jazz the Jackrabbit the game. Yeah, he'll never top Jazz. I just found him interesting because he was the first, like, that I can recall, dude, game developer, where they were like, the games were almost not entirely, because Gears of War could have sold itself. Like, let's be real on that, but there was kind of a buzz around just Cliff as a guy, like talking about the games, and he would like swear in the interviews and be like, it's fucking cool. And people are like, holy shit, people can talk like that. I guess like after Nintendo, people are just assuming that everyone's like straight laced and professional and kid friendly, and he kind of busted the doors on that and was like, no, we can be badasses too. And he was like a rock star game developer, and for about a couple of years it was like, if we get Cliffy B involved, people will just be excited because it's like a cool guy who's making our game. And he used to dress up all cool. Now he looks like a freaking nerd. I've seen some more recent pictures. But back in the day, like he was. I'll put a picture up. They'll see the picture when we do the podcast. But yeah, he was like a cool looking guy, kind of long, shaggy hair, and goatee and a 5 o'clock shadow. He looks young. He looks kind of cool. So I thought he really represented the dude culture we're kind of talking about for this month. So Cliffy B is my dude of the month.
What a dude. He wrote 3 books too.
Yeah.
Did you know? That's amazing.
Gears of what?
Exactly. That's the name of the game. You never played it? Gears of what?
All I can find is that Kotaku called him Dude Huge.
Yeah, that's exactly where the article is, and I click on it and it just goes away.
That's all I could find. That's all I could find.
Lost Media.
Where is this Kotaku
What
article?
happened to Dude Huge? We'll never know. Only the brains at Kotaku.
I remember Lawbreakers when that was like a thing that was happening.
Yeah.
Because that was like around the same time as like Battleborn and Overwatch and a bunch of those different games.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember even at the time, like press that I was seeing for Lawbreakers, they were like, I don't think so.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Cliffy's in trouble.
Uh-oh. Our boy Cliffy.
Did you know there
I wasn't
was
joking, by the way.
Under his videography it says Gears of War TBA, but it's been TBA since 2008.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, they've been trying to develop like a movie or something for the longest time.
Should be called NTBA.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's a long time.
Yeah, he what was the last Gears he was involved with? I don't think pulled up.
Looks like Gears 3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
That explains it. Yeah, that would explain it because like I think Judgment was like People Can Fly, and then 4 and 5 were the Coalition. So that would make sense.
Is there anything else here that like matters that he did besides Gears?
Sure.
Jazz
Yeah, I mean,
Jackrabbit. I actually know what Jazz Jackrabbit is. I wasn't making a joke. it's a
Yeah.
pretty good.
Does it matter
platformer
though?
shooter.
Jazz Jackrabbit matters.
Yes. Look at the foundation of our culture, and you
yeah.
you tell me if
I
Jazz
Literally-
don't see any Jackrabbit.
All of Americana is
Yeah,
built on
there's-
Jazz Jackrabbit.
Jack can't say it right.
Yeah.
Don't fill on shit.
Jazz Rabbit. I like Jazz Rabbit. Too.
That's better, I think. I mean, he did Unreal, like the Unreal Tournament series. That's huge. He worked on it. I don't know if he was. like,
that's
ahead
a
of
big
it, but-
part. That actually is a big part of our culture, right? Like
Yeah.
that kind of formed how we see like online gaming.
Yeah. So I mean, Unreal Tournament and Gears of War. That's pretty big. But those are the main things. So it's not really a surprise that he wanted to make a game like Lawbreakers. I mean, that should be kind of obvious, but it's a shame it didn't do well. It's probably one of the 50 that came out that year that didn't do well. He did do an arena stage for Super Hot, which is kind of cool.
Dude, for the longest time, I thought Lawbreakers, like I forgot what it was called, and I thought it was Agents of Mayhem. But no, that's the Saints Row one they did. The Saints Row spin. I was like, and then you said Lawbreakers. I was like, that's the name. I just wiped that from my brain.
yeah. Lawbreakers is something that you would have deleted at some point. You're like you're like storing memories of games, and it's like, okay, that one I think can go. It's like, I don't think I need that one.
I don't think I ever need to know anything about Lawbreakers. Get it out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what have you guys learned?
Never dream.
Yeah. Success.
Don't work for Nintendo.
The industry will fuck you over.
The industry is fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Cliffy B interview. Fuck the industry.
Who'd win in a fight? Who'd win in a fight? Ken, what was the last name?
Sugimori.
Sugimori. Suda51 or Cliffy B.
Oh, Cliffy B for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I remember I saw an interview like I saw an interview one time that was they asked Suda, they were like, would like I forgot what the question was exactly, but it was something like, would you hang out with Travis? And he was like, no, he's too violent.
It's a good answer.
What if
Like-
Travis is actually Cliffy B?
Oh shit. Cliffy B should play Travis in a movie.
Is he like current Cliffy B? Because he said he looks like a nerd now.
Yeah, he just looks like a goofy nerd now.
Because that's like because Travis is like half nerd, half cool guy. Like he's trying to be a cool guy, you know.
Should be old. Like
He looks like a fucking
2006 Cliffy B is fuckable, quite frankly.
Spencer certified.
Put
him on the table.
Fuck certified.
Yeah, I would speed dive Cliffy B.
Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Smash,
game.
though.
That's a game. Marry, fuck, kill, right? Ken Sugimori, Suda 51, Cliffy B.
Marry, speed dive, kill.
Marry, speed dive, kill.
We could do that right now. Yeah. Well, we have to agree as a group though. So let's start with Ken.
We have to agree on who. Okay, Ken is
Ken
Yep.
Sugimori.
Let's go. Want to go to Suda?
Ken. He's just gonna do drawings. That's his deal.
Yeah. Speed dive.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry, I got my cats are just fucking. I don't even know what's happening in there.
That's the beginning of
Scared.
a horror movie. I'll let him handle that on his own. Ken. Well, if he's gonna do drawings, maybe I'd marry him. He'd draw like all these beautiful things for me.
Be good. He's got a stable career. He's worked throughout all of the Pokemon franchise.
Yeah, he's set, dude. He's freaking set for life.
Yeah. You're set, but will he want to share? He could be a dick.
He doesn't seem like it. He's making cute drawings and stuff. I think he would be nice. I want to marry Ken. Stable career, He's an artistic person. He's set for life. He could stop working now and he would live forever. So yeah, I'm gonna go marry on him.
It'd be pretty vanilla though. I don't know.
Suda's a family man.
Suda's career sucks. Well, I mean,
That doesn't. What are you talking about? He's owned his own production company since fucking '96 or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't know that he's ever really broken out hardcore mainstream where he could rest on his laurels the way Ken has.
it's a
And
risk.
I don't think
Speed
his
dive. I'm okay with the speed dive.
You
Suda.
just no, Spencer. You just want to marry Ken. No, stop. You just want to marry Ken because he can draw Zubat.
yes, that is one of the things, and I was going to tie that back into. I don't think Suda's art is as romantic and beautiful as a Ken Zubat. It's a
You want
little
to Suda Zubat? Oh, I don't know.
yeah, I don't want to Suda Zubat. They're gross and they're mean and they got their tits out. Like I don't want any of that.
Zubat.
It's got laser tits.
Yeah, I can't handle it. I would speed dive Suda
Oh, he's going all in.
because he's a fun time. He's a good idea for a minute, and then you don't want to wake up to that though every day.
Dive out.
Yeah, yeah.
taste.
Yeah, good my taste.
I guess
Did
you
he
have to
kill
kill.
Cliffy?
I'll kill
Cliffy B.
I'll kill Cliffy in a heartbeat. His career is done. He's got nothing left to offer. We've sucked the juices out of him, and now he's nothing.
I thought
You
for a
can't marry
second
that.
you were gonna
Yeah.
flip it because I thought you were gonna want to speed dive Cliffy then kill Suda, and I was gonna say that's dangerous because Suda's of all of his games, 85% of them were about assassins.
Yeah, yeah.
So you better watch out.
It's like he'd catch me in the act, and then he'd freaking finish me off. Slit my throat.
Maybe best to get rid of Suda for that reason because you just don't know.
Oh, but he might have like a revenge fuck because like I'd speed dive him once,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "I'm gonna speed dive you back." You don't know when, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, kill the past, right?
Oh shit! I'm his
Yeah.
past.
Yeah.
That's the theme. That's his themes. Let's kill the past.
See, you can't marry somebody like that. That holds grudges. Sounds risky.
It's not holding a grudge. It's overcoming his past, which is
Okay, he calls it overcoming his past. I see it as holding a grudge. I see it for what it is. Yeah, tell that to the cops. I was just overcoming my past. No worries. They're like, oh, okay, that's cool.
I can move forward in my future.
That explains the murder scene. Okay, cool. Don't worry, guys. He was just overcoming
don't worry.
his past.
We got a 45-72.
Overcoming your past.
Yeah.
It's a little delusional.
Well,
Nothing to worry about here. It's just
Poor Ken. No
Overcoming the
one
past.
wants to speed dive Ken. I think he would
you wanna
appreciate the
speed
speed
dive
dive the
Ken?
most.
no.
I think he would appreciate it the most
Okay.
if I'm in the Zubat costume. I think he would appreciate that.
Ken is fucking soft. He can't handle a speed dive.
I feel like he's built.
You think he's built? Ken's all freaking jacked.
Yeah, he walks in the Game Freak, just pumping iron.
He puts the freak in game.
He's a
Freak.
real game freak.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
He used to
Hold
be-
on, bros.
It used to just be called game.
You know what's funny? I forgot to mention it. Teddy, you mentioned Mendel's Palace. I didn't know they did that game. I actually know that game. It's a Famicom game.
There you go.
Sweet.
I forgot to mention that.
Old
Game
Mendel
Freak.
at a farm.
Howie Mandel.
Yeah. Howie Mandel.
Yeah, yeah,
No, Howie Mandel would. I think that would probably be that'd be a kill.
You would kill that. Wow. You can't say that because we aren't playing the game right now. So you're just like literally just saying I'm gonna kill
And
him.
I have a. This is Bobby from Bobby's World, which was Howie's thing, and
That was his thing.
still gonna kill him. Still gonna kill him.
That sucks, dude.
Well, we did it. We took care of the guys. The dudes.
The dudes, yeah.
All the dudes are satisfied, right?
I think so.
No dude left
No
unsatisfied.
dude left unturned.
Yeah. No dude left unturned.
This be no stone unturned, so no dude unturned.
We turned them all on.
I turned all the dudes.
They've been turned. Yeah. That's good.
I didn't appreciate the way you sexualized Suda, especially after I talked about how much he didn't want his games that be known for sexual content. Spencer,
Okay, well he made
Speed dive is just
he made okay.
you know.
You're full of
Swimming.
shit. You're full of shit, and I'll tell you why. No More Heroes, completely sexualized. Completely. He made a game called Lollipop.
That's the
Okay.
Like that was.
I don't care if it's a joke or not.
Look,
Who cares if it's a joke?
No. Look, after No More Heroes and up to Travis Strikes Again, that's the time period of the over sexualized games that he didn't want. So you can't count Lollipop Chainsaw on there.
He was the creative director.
That's true.
If anybody were to make that decision, that was him.
He wanted the speed dive. I'll help Alex out here. So he wanted a speed dive in the sexual industry, and then he wanted to get his way out.
Okay.
So that's then the period after.
To be fair,
I've had
Lollipop
enough
Chainsaw.
You know,
Lollipop Chainsaw is the one time he fully leaned into it, and it also made a shit ton of money. It's his most successful game.
Yeah, you know what? If he has a problem with the sexualization stuff, he should just send all that money back. How about he sends his money back and we'll send it to charity. Let's talk to Suda about
donate
that.
to a good cause.
But then he has to like
Chainsaw
figure
cause.
out like the whole thing with James Gunn. But then you gotta like get Disney involved probably because it's like Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, you don't got to do any of that.
gonna be
How
a
much
whole- it's
money?
gonna be a
How
whole
much money
thing.
did he make? Send it to charity, and no tax write-off either. I'm saying just straight up send it to charity.
He probably has none of that money. It probably all went into the company.
Yeah, what a shame.
There you have it. Lollipops. And
Yeah,
dudes.
I don't buy that. My most popular games are sexualized. I don't want to be known for that though. Starving artist.
He
over
didn't.
here.
Look at all of his games now. None of them are sexualized.
Look at all of his games now. He's released 2 in the
Yeah.
since 2019. None of
What
them.
if what if Hotel what is it?
Barcelona.
Hotel Barcelona's got naked
Barcelona.
chicks on the cover. I
It's-
guarantee it.
All over it.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
We're gonna find out.
you know I'm gonna fucking play it. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want you to come to me and you're like, guys, I was wrong.
guys, the first thing I did in Hotel Barcelona, it was a first-person game. The first thing I did was fuck.
Oh, shit, I got something right here
Okay.
for it. I have the reveal trailer right here.
Oh, is there a trailer? How did I not see this?
You guys want to watch live?
No, because I'll get in trouble. I'll get in trouble if I do this. Oh,
My mom will know.
first thing it asked me, are you 17 or older when I try to watch this? So it could be
That's
violence.
violent.
Could be violence.
Be boobies.
All right, turn the volume down so
Could be
I can
dicks.
just see it. It's written
Could be
and
both.
directed by Swery65. Do you know who that is?
Oh, dude, that's a Deadly Premonition. That's sweary.
Hotel Barcelona. Okay, I'm seeing it. Oh, it's like a side-scrolling
I
action game.
know Suda and Sweary were doing a game. That's cool.
Kill or be
Let's
killed.
go out
it says.
on Hotel Barcelona in the style of Hotel California.
Giving it up at the Hotel
In the
Barcelona.
Hotel Barcelona.
All right, did not look sexualized. I'll give you that.
Such a sexy game. Such a sexy game.
Sexy game.
I took all my clothes off.
Sweary made me take my clothes off.
Okay.
Such a nice surprise.
Such a nice surprise.
And nicer thighs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What's the deal with Hotel Barcelona?
What's the deal with Hotel Barcelona? Is it a Suda game or a sweary game?
Does it have sex?
Like Jerry just asking if it has sex.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them button mappers.